Hey everyone, it's Elijah from musicwitness.com, and in this video I wanted to dissect and analyze the chord progression used in Best Part by Daniel Caesar. This is episode 1 of my new series, simply called Why It Works. I'll be using songs as example and explain how and why certain chords outside of the key still sounds good and coherent within that key. More precisely, for this song, we're going to learn how we can achieve to use a simple 2-5-1 chord progression and turn it into something more complex and sophisticated. So the song, Best Part, uses a 4-chord progression that starts on the 1 chord, D major 7, so we're playing in the key of D. Then we're going off key, playing A minor 7. A major is in the key of D, being the 5 chord, but this A here is minor, not in the key of D. Next chord we have G major 7, the 4 chord in the key of D, and then we're going to go completely outside and play A sharp major 7. And later we're going to see that we'll be playing A sharp major 7 at 6, simply changing the top note from F to G. So it goes like this. So why the A minor 7 and the A sharp major 7 still sound so good despite the fact that they are outside of the key? Well, in those cases, the first thing that you have to ask yourself is where the chord is actually leading to. So A minor 7 is followed by G major 7. And G major 7 being in the key of D, we can say that it marks some sort of resolution from the tension created by the A minor 7. The first explanation that comes in my mind for this chord is that they use the concept of borrowing chords, basically taking chords or progression from another key. And the key that this A minor 7 is borrowed from will be the key of G, since G is the resolution, as I said earlier. Now, using the borrowed chord concept, let's play a 2-5 before landing on G major 7. So in the key of G, the 2 is A. We're going to play an A minor 7 chord. And the 5 is D. I'm going to voice it as a D9 chord. D, F sharp, C, and E. And then we have the 1 in that example being G major 7. Now let's add it to the progression of the song. 3, 4. And as you can see, it still works. So as soon as we started playing on that A minor 7, we were temporarily playing in the key of G, thinking in the key of G. And in that key, A minor 7 is the 2 chord, as I said. D9, the 5, landing to the 1 chord, G. So we borrowed the 2-5-1 from the key of G and played it inside the key of D. Another example of that movement can be found in the song Blessed, also by Daniel Caesar. It goes like so. So in that song, we're playing in the key of F sharp major. And we have an outside chord, C sharp minor, that is not in the key of F sharp. And directly after this one, we have B major 7, being the 4 chord, so in the key of F sharp. And basically, if you look closer, C sharp minor is actually the 2 chord of B major 7. So like we did earlier, let's play a 2-5. So we're going to play the 2, C sharp minor, and also the 5 of B, and that's F sharp 7, and then land on B major 7. And as you can see, it also works. Now back in the song Best Part, what they did basically is that they went from the 2-5-1 progression and they simply took out the 5 from that progression. So they played the 2 directly landing on the 1, the G major 7. So we're left with this. So that explains the A minor 7. Now for the A sharp major 7, we're going to use the same principle for the 2-5-1, but the concept behind the chord is the tritone substitution. So let's imagine a 2-5-1 in the key of D. The 2 being E. We're going to voice it as an E minor 11. Then we have the 5, A, playing A7. And then the 1, D major 7. Now, the tritone substitution concept tells us that we can replace a chord by its tritone, hence the name tritone substitution. So we're going to do it over the 2, the E, and the 5, A. So let's substitute E by its tritone, 1, 2, 3. So 3 whole tones above or below E, we have A sharp. So we're going to replace E by A sharp. We're going to voice it as an A sharp major 7, playing this way. Then we have the 5, A, the tritone of that, 1, 2, 3 is D sharp, and we're going to also voice it as a D sharp major 7. So we have this. Now let's play that in the context of Best Part. 3, 4. Okay, now since A sharp is a substitute of E, we can say that A sharp major 7 plays the role of the 2 chord, and D sharp major 7 plays the role of the 5, and then we have D major 7 being the 1. So we have a 2, 5, and 1, a 2-5-1 chord progression, once again. And just like they did for A-7 going directly to G-7, we're going to remove the 5 from that progression, and the 5 will be here, D-sharp-7. So we're going to directly play A-sharp-7. Alright? And as I said, to respect the context of the song, we're going to change the top note of that one and play G. 3, 4. And now we've created the original chord progression we have in the song. So D-7, A-7, G-7, and A-sharp-7, still playing on that chord, changing the top note to A-sharp-7 at 6, and simply loop. So, as seen in this song, you can take a simple 2-5-1 chord progression, craft it and make it work in a totally different key by using reliable music concepts such as borrowed chords and also tritone substitutions. As always guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Why It Works. I'll see you next week for the second one.